Good morning. Today it's Fish, Beach Bum Investor, here with your cryptocurrency discussion and report, the 19th of January 2018. Just posting up in Discord to let the guys know we're here to start the convo. And it's good to see the market finding some stability after what has been a rough week. Like how I tied in the title straight away there. Most of the coins are up in the last 24 hours, which is nice to see after the bloodbath we were experiencing last time we spoke. Nice gains for most of the coins in the top 100. There are a few exceptions to that, but all in all, looking pretty reasonable. I'm just waiting for my computer update so I can get you the market cap at the moment, but it'd pop back over that 500 billion mark. Crypto Chronicus first in. Bean Bum Investor. I'm not sure if you spelt that wrong or... Hey, Ashok Ramasamy. Good to see you in again. Jordan, Floyd, Baby Junkie, Wilson Trainer. And Mehdi, I have that looks Russian. Is that Russian? Mehdi's come in with his different greeting from a different country or a different language every time. I think it's Russian, but you've got me. Although it's not that hard to get me. To be fair, you got me with ni hao. I called it as Japanese. Hi, surfers from Jerry Materas. G'day, Jerry. Good to see you, man. CJT, does Dash have potential to go over 3K before June? Wow. Depends on how much they progress their acceptance in the real world. I think that's going to be a big part of 2018 in the battle. How many places can I spend Dash? That's going to be part of the thing that Dash are going to need to concentrate on. I think it's good technology. I think it's a little more centralized than I liked. Wouldn't say centralized, but Evan Duffield does have a substantial share of Dash last time I checked. Yeah, but I think it's got potential for sure. It's good technology, and they've done well going into the corporate space. So yeah. Do I think ICX has more potential than Dash? Yes, I do, CJT. And if I can, just because we've started up a conversation, I sort of skipped a few comments here, but yeah, CJT I do, because I think that provided all goes well in South Korea, that's the main thing there, because I think the Koreans are very patriotic, and I think they're going to heavily back the Korean Ethereum, the Korean Neo. So yeah, I think it's got more growth potential as well because it's got a lower market cap. So there's more growth potential in it. Having said that, Dash is an established crypto with a lot more history than Icon, so perhaps a little bit more risk in the Icon product, but I see a bigger upside. Last time I checked, the Icon was around $8. I think you're going to find that's good buying. I've done the maths to take it to $30 based on Korean figures. So that looks pretty good for mine. Zhao's in. Seeing who else is here. Mark G, Fish. You have to buy at least one crypto, Fish. Doesn't it end today or something? Yeah, I might do. I don't have to. Dee bought 2 of them. I'll just steal one of hers. Can't you catch him in a tank or something? We'll see what happens. I know it kind of makes sense that Fish would have a crypto Fish, right? Joseph Gunnier, 10K is the critical point for Bitcoin. If we hold above that, I think we'll be good. It did actually pop below that on some exchanges. Slightly, but it was gobbled up. Yeah, I don't know, Joseph Gunnier. It's hard to say exact paths. Depends a lot on the news coming out. If we see more action out of Southeast Asia that is looking to restrict the purchase of crypto, it can bleed more. If we get good news saying, nope, that's been thrown out, then yes, it can be good times again as confidence restores to the market. One thing's for sure in this market, I was thinking about something I said on a previous stream where it could take 6 months to recover. And it could, but it could also be all-time highs in 6 months. That's this economy. It's just, it's crazily volatile. Crypto Chronicus said, you go live and the market goes up. Mate, we have talked about this, my effect on multi-billion-dollar markets, coinciding with potentially Asia waking up. Yeah, so yeah, Asia's a good lead for the market. It tends to go green in this hour that I'm on as Asia's waking up and starting to buy up their crypto for the day. Jordan Handmaker, what do you know about the ICX mainnet January 24th? Does that mean they are launching? Yes, it does, Jordan. Very good. They're launching on the 24th of January, launching their mainnet, and I understand that we will be seeing ICOs not too far in the distant future, because they were really set up for that with before they even went to market. So, oh, Jerry said from Sweden here, paraglider pilot, which is awesome, new in crypto. Jerry, paragliding, that is awesome. Welcome to join up to our Discord group, man. Our Discord group, the link to the Discord group's in the description. Join up, because that's a good place for newbies. You just can, if you're not comfortable putting in your own opinions, you just monitor the discussion and see what people are saying and learn that way. It is a pretty good space, though, because we get alerts over there as well. Xiao's set up some bots in our Discord group that give us notifications from Twitter accounts and things like that from cryptos that we're following. So it's really well set up, and a good place for the newbies. Really safe space for the newbies as well, Jerry. You're welcome to ask any questions. We don't see questions as stupid. The only stupid thing is not to ask the question if you don't know. So welcome to join us over there. Good place for the newbies. And paraglider pilot sounds awesome, dude. I've never been paragliding before. Okay, Joseph Garney is in. Fresh news. Leading digital identity verification provider Jumio has teamed up with smart cryptocurrency payments platform Byteball to support in optimizing Know Your Customer. I think that's a brilliant move, Joseph. Thanks for keeping us up, Dr. Byteball, with the Byteball news. That's good, man. I think KYC is going to be a critical part of the negotiations that I've said are going to be necessary with governments and the people in the power at the moment. So we're going to have to come to compromise, and Byteball partnering with Jumio seems to be a good strategic move. I'd have to have a little bit more of a look into Jumio to see what they've done in the past. I haven't heard of them before. CJT said, yeah, I'm in on ICX. Got a tip in your group weeks ago. Thanks, mate. Yeah, no worries, dude. Like, I'm stoked you picked it up when you did. We were lucky enough to get that tip brought to us by one of our members, and nailed it from ICO. So pretty stoked on that one. Watchman's in. Mark G, do you know of any other privacy coins that are in ICO stage or just came out? I don't know how recent they are, but there's a couple of forks of PIVX. I haven't looked at one, and the other one I'm not interested in. And there is, I think, a third one come out recently. So imitation is the highest form of flattery, right? I'll have to have a little bit of a look, Mark G. That it is a growing feature that's being added to coins for privacy. I can't think of any off the top of my head that I'd mention to you as promising projects. Mark G bought Bytecoin a couple of days ago. Watchman reckons Litecoin will bottom at 130 to 150. Funny Eagle says, hi, fish. I say, hi back, Funny Eagle. How you going? Jerry said, when does PIVX go on Binance? Man, there's negotiations always ongoing with exchanges, but I have no dates for any exchanges. And further to that, most of the exchanges won't allow you to announce your addition to the exchange before they do. And if you do that, they'll just pull it. So for me to even suggest any dates for any exchanges puts any potential negotiations at risk. So yeah, I can't. All I can say is that we do have an integration team, an exchange integration team at PIVX that are working very, very hard and keeping in constant contact with top exchanges and exchanges that are newer and lower down the exchange race to try and increase our availability throughout 2018. Sorry for the really vague answer, but it's just the only way I'm allowed to answer with that sort of question. The funny eagle. I was talking to Grinkers about. Yeah, I saw that one, man. I won't mention the network. It does, but funny eagle. Have we got a white paper for that, man? Because I was having a look at it, and I was like, "Where's the white paper? Is there a white paper? Or I can miss something like that. Can you like link us up the white paper so I can have a look at it?" Notio said, "Don't go up paragliding after we have another correction unless hugely stable. Just hodl." Yeah, it's been volatile for sure. Yeah, crypto gnome, I did because Johnny Crypto underneath you there, bro, is Jiao. He's he's the founder of the Crypto Wave investment crew, and he's in Portugal. So it's excellent that the founder of the crew is in Portugal, a crypto safe haven. I said to Jiao, I'm going to move to Portugal. He said everyone's moving to Portugal, fish. I said, okay. Yeah, crypto gnome wants to move there too. Oh man, I'm not going to surf that place. Are you insane? I'm 35 years old, and I'm not known as a big wave surfer crypto gnome. That's kind of the opposite what I'm known for. I proudly am one of the better grovelers in drop knee surfing. I've got a smaller frame, so I do well in. I know, Jiao. It scares me even just to think about it, man. It's so massive through Nazar or Nazar. Yeah, I think that's how it's pronounced. But huge surf destination in Portugal, and it just whips up some of the biggest like freakish waves you've ever seen. No, I will not be surfing there. Not in that sort of size. Forget about it. Drop knee. Are you kidding me? Crypto gnome, do you know how difficult drop knee is on a 3-foot wave, let alone a 10-foot wave, let alone 50-foot crazy bombs? No, you couldn't do it. I don't reckon you could. So you got no fins. This is a difference. This is why drop knee is such a technical skill, you know, really reserved for the finest surfers in the world, because we've got no fins in the bottom. We're using a 42-inch board and we're putting all of our body onto it. So it's a lot harder to hold that rail in the wave than it is in surfing with the fins. Simple as that. So. Bro, bad timing. Bite-sized Bitcoin is on you subs to be to him. Probably. No, this is about standard for me, Conan Clark. So, g'day to bite-sized Bitcoin, simulcasting with fish. Surf Mavericks? Mavericks. No, I haven't. Never have, Brett Green. Pablo, never heard of bodyboarding, could be made up. Oh dear, we're not going to start this again. God, there's big bodyboarder surfer wars in the 90s, and I did both. So everyone just wanted to beat the shit out of me. Yeah, no worries. You're all good, Conan Clark. Thanks, bro. Sticking with me over the YouTube giant bite-sized Bitcoin, who is YouTube streaming like net right now if you prefer decent information. All right, let's have a look what's going on in the market. I don't know if that's wise to shill another show while I'm on live. Go over and check that out. It's probably got better information. Titanium, blockchain infrastructure services. ICO, oversubscribed before end. They're going to be big. Partnered with HP, Disney, Macca's, IBM, Bank of Scotland, eBay, Boeing, Apple, and Heaps. Who are Heaps? No, I'm joking. Notio, cool. You want to have a look at it then? Kenneth Medina said, how much is Tron burning tomorrow? I got no idea, man. I sort of, the funny thing is I got turned off Tron when all the speculation came out about the plagiarism but then a revelation came in on this stream yesterday where one of our members told me that it wasn't actually plagiarized. It was the English version, which was done by community members, where a lot of the passages were plagiarized. And the Tron founders don't really have control over that, considering it's somewhat an open source project. So the original Chinese white paper was written original, apparently. So yeah, I'm still validating that, but it's an interesting topic at the moment, Tron. Kind of dividing the economy. Conan Clark said, I'm going to pump this channel for you, mate. Oh, don't do that. I'll get in trouble with the big YouTubers and they'll go this. I already used bloody Doug Poker's, what is his name? Doug Polk's name in the title yesterday. It was very effective. Clickbaited the shit out of a few people. But I don't want to get in trouble. Got some titanium. Heaps is partnered with Tokes. Tokes is flying. Yeah, Tokes. Tokes. Yeah, we had a look at Tokes on the show the other day, Nodio, for the marijuana industry. Funny Eagle said, I got a reply from an admin in Telegram regarding the white papers. I'll post it in the Discord, but just as they're working on updating the white paper roadmap and product. Cool, Funny Eagle. Let me know when we've got it, man. Then I'll have a look at it. Until then, I don't. Yeah, not yo. Until then, I don't really want to throw money at it. Xiao's going to create a virus that locks computers and only lets people watch this channel. I don't know why, Xiao. We don't monetize our channel. We don't run ad revenue or even enable fiat thing. So I'm not sure how that's going to help us, but okay. Brett Green, titanium ICO hard cap reached. Thanks, Brett Green. So there you go, guys. The titanium ICO hard cap has been reached. If you're looking to get into the project, you're going to need to wait until it hits market. Probably no need to have a look at it right now in that case. Good on you, Brett. Thanks for the information. Mark G, anyone look at cost token as a residual income play? Trying to remember. I think we did have a look at it once on the show, didn't we, Mark G? Noddy, I don't know if Doug Poker's in. I think I just used his name in my video yesterday to clickbait people, get more hits and subscribers. It was a bit of a tongue-in-cheek move, and it was pretty funny because he's obviously got some very passionate supporters. Because a few people came into the chat, and we spoken past the thing of BitConnect and all that for an hour, and we were talking about other things, and it's just like, why are you blaming Doug? I'm like, okay, just to explain it one more time. I wasn't blaming Doug. It was a question mark, and the answer was no, he's not to blame. He was one of the people actually saying stay away from it. So no, I don't know if Doug Poker's in. He tends to record. I don't think he does live. But yeah, I can recommend his videos, guys. They're entertaining and informative, and he tends to focus basically on news and also social news, which heavily drives this market. So it's a clever thing to focus on. But he doesn't seem to take really strong stances for a coin. He's not a shiller. That's what I'd say. So yeah, I can recommend his channel. Yeah, we looked at it 3 to 4 weeks ago, BB. That's right. Yeah, I do remember. Like, man, we do this every day. So it's like, since then it's gone 10x. Well, that's the effect of being on my show. See, we might only be like. Do you guys remember when Binance first came out and I had like 7 coins, and it was trading at massive volumes? That's my channel. We don't have 100,000 subscribers, but the ones we do have are whales. No, I'm joking. NZ Street Beats is in. What's going on, man? Interesting information about Lightning Network on Cryptoverse today. 29 nodes live on mainnet. Good. I'd like to see Lightning Network. Yeah, it could be time for Bitcoin to regain some dominance. So, Crypto Investors, another YouTuber I like to watch. I disagree with his predictions on this, but I may well eat my words. He believes that Bitcoin's going back to a 50% dominance in the economy. And he's a long-term, he thinks long-term, so you can't call him wrong for 3 or 5 years. But he believes that Bitcoin will make its way back to that 50% dominance. Me personally, I don't think so. I think it's more likely to lose dominance as more coins are introduced into the market. It's logical that there will be a dilution of market cap or market dominance, I beg your pardon. So I disagree, but I think he's an excellent YouTuber. Has a great level head. Gary DeMilo. I have had a bank transfer to Coinbase pending for 10 days. It saved me from losing a bunch in the crash, but then I couldn't buy the dip. Frustrating. You win some, you lose some, Gary. That's the price we pay for being in early, man. Monster Vodka. I can't believe I almost missed this. So I subscribed. And that's a good idea for anyone new. Subscribe and hit the little notification thing so you can come in and have your say. Simon, GTA, Cost co-founder Rune Evanson is a guy you should be wary of. He's from Norway and don't have a nice reputation to be nice. Thank you for the opinion and additional information, Simon GTA. Once again, these are just comments from the live chat and not necessarily the opinion of my own or everyone in the Crypto Wave investment crew. And again, this is not financial advice. Bit of fun. hopefully some information for you. Nottio, have you gambled with Doug Fisho? Back in the day, of course, when you were a bad boy. No, I don't believe so. I may have come across him, man, in like on online games. I don't know which. I don't know where he played his poker. I dust off. I dust off the poker. Like I dust off the poker cap for a charity match or something. I don't want to put money on the line, but if we, we put $1,000 each up and say, okay, whoever wins gives the whole 2,000 to charity, I'd do that with him for sure. We could do it online and stream it live, and we just make a gentleman's agreement that we don't, like, we disable the chat and people can watch us and see what our cards are, but we make a gentleman's agreement that we don't spy on each other's YouTube channels to see what cards they've got, and we'll play head to head for $1,000. 2,000 goes to the charity of the winner's choice. There you go. Puts the shout out. Haven't played poker in a long time, but feel like it's riding a bike. I feel like if I got back on the table, I'd be fine. So no, I haven't gambled, and I wouldn't do it for actual money, but I'd do it for charity or something like that. I guess I missed that BB. Sorry, guys. You got your own convo going there. That's cool. Cost ICI price was 600 cost for 1 Ether. What's it at now? 600 for 1 Ether. So $1.40 a share, roughly, by today's price, by the price of Ether at the moment. Yeah, it's like about the same, isn't it? It's a little bit under with the Ether ratio. Yeah. Brett Green, IOTA is due for a run. So is the Chinese version of IOTA, ITC. They are on Buybox and HuBuy. It is catching fire again. Thanks, Brett. I had heard a little bit about this Chinese IOTA. I haven't really looked into it myself. I'm holding some IOTA, Brett, and I actually put it in my top 5 for the year. And the reason I did that is because I think that it's a smart hedge against Bitcoin and blockchain technology. See, I've heard a lot of people talking about the theory of hedging against Bitcoin with Bitcoin Cash. That, to me, just seems insane. That's like hedging against the Australian dollar going down by holding a lot of 50-cent pieces, like Australian 50-cent pieces. It's the same thing. Like, that's the way I see it. There's not enough of a difference in the value offered by Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash to put them as a hedge. A hedge is something different. That's my way of looking at it. So I would hedge against Bitcoin with IOTA because it's tangled technology. It's untested, it's new, it's unproven, but it is somewhat evolutionary to blockchain technology. And if it's successful, can perhaps facilitate transactions on a higher level than blockchain possibly could. Similar to Hashgraph, that's another one you could look at as I haven't looked enough into the technology and spoke to actual tech people who understand it better than I do. But again, that to me is a better hedge against Bitcoin than just Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash hedging against Bitcoin it's a very popular theory, but it makes no sense to me at all. Monster vodka. If you have to eat your words, make sure they're covered in chocolate. Yeah, man. Well, how do you think well, not only, Box Mining came out recently and made a statement that he would also eat his own junk if certain price points were not hit. Why has this become the popular bet in the crypto economy? To eat your own penis if certain price points aren't reached. I will not be making that bet. I have no intention of eating my own penis at any stage. So, and this economy is super unpredictable. Jesus. So, Joseph Garnier, decentralized banking sounds exotic, but it's just one example of what this tech is capable of. Possibly the most influential. Yeah, it's great tech. Love the blockchain. Gotta love it. Nige says that he's waiting 10 days on a SEPA transfer to Coinbase UK. Yeah, it's pretty full on, man. Mark G said, pissed off I didn't sell on that EOS run a few days ago when went to $17. I hodled, but should have taken some parabolic profits and rebought it. Always a good idea, Mark G. You know, you don't have to be sitting there at the computer day trading, but taking some profits on what are obvious parabolic growth patterns inevitably will enable you to buy it back cheaper. So yeah, Mark G makes a good point. Always be prepared to take that profit off the table, whether it's just to put it back and realize your profits or to store away for when the dip does come. IOTA is a name on glider from Advance. I own one. Great gliders. Oh, cool. Oh, as in paragliders. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, sweet, man. IOTA Advanced Paraglider. That's sick. You should contact the company that sells them and say, hey, you should make these available in IOTA, and you could be the first paragliding company in the world to be accepting cryptocurrency. And then you could go out and do a video for them. Floyd, I didn't know what you're talking about. Yeah, there is already a working poker platform on blockchain. I can't remember what it's called though. Oh yeah, Coin Poker's and URCO. There you go. One of the advisors is Tony G. There you go. Tony G's an Aussie, isn't he? From memory? Loudmouth, prick of an Aussie. Sorry, mate, but you are. Give us a bad name, conducting yourself like that. Can't stand that guy if it's the guy I was thinking of. No offense again, Tony. Where's this Doug guy based? Oh, he's Canadian, I think. I run a national poker league. Where can we do this live? I reckon it'd be fun to do like a YouTube poker showdown. I would dust off the cap for that. Look, poker's a brilliant game, a brilliant strategical game. That's why I've got mad respect for people who are good at it, because you've got to have some intellect to get to that level. But I just don't like the implications of what happens when I take people's money who can't afford it. So I stopped playing. But Doug Poke can afford it. We can both afford $1,000 each to give to charity, so we should try and do that. BB Junkie's talking about first Lambos and then to the moon. Well, I'm going first Tesla and then solar panels. Maybe I'll get the solar panels first, like the solar roof tiles, and then the Tesla car. There's my dream. A little bit different to most people in this economy, I guess. Brett Green, absolutely. IOTA will be huge this year. Could go to $100. Whoa, $100. Hang on. I'm going to do some maths. I want to see where this price prediction puts its market cap. $100. IOTA is currently priced at $2.83 with a $7 billion market cap. We'd need roughly, well, it's 100 divided by 283. Clear. 100 divided by $2.83. We would need 35 times growth on 7.8. Let's call it, so we'll just go 35 on 7.8 billion. The market cap would have to reach $275 billion. That's 75 billion more than Bitcoin's current market cap. That is a lofty prediction. I won't say it can't happen. I just think that's got to be the top end estimates, right? Yeah. Fish quote of the day, I have no intention of eating my own penis at any stage. Yes. Yes. Well, it's fair enough, right? All right. Brett Green took profits on Tron when it was 30x. Definitely took that off the table. Well done, man. Responsible. You know, everyone else is trying to figure out how to get in. The hype, it's never going to come back. This is the cheapest you're going to get it. Sell, because, man, you know as well as I do, it's just not sustainable, right? People are going to take profit, especially on a coin that was airdropped and they got for free. They're just going to go, yep, there's a free $100 or whatever it was. Baby Junkie, Warren Buffett, be greedy when others are fearful. Fish, I have no intention of eating my own penis at any stage. Oh, the quote, you will be remembered for when you hit the big time. Oh shit, I hope I don't now. Imagine if that's put on my tombstone. Oh dear. Wish I'd never said it now. But it does say like it's a worrying trend. Why can't we make bets? If we're going to make bets within the economy, why can't we make bets that benefit society? Like make bets that I'll donate this much to this charity, you donate this much to that charity. That seems more productive than eating one's own penis. Absolutely correct about Tony G in the No Fish Show. Yeah, man. Yeah. I know. Man, I used to be in the poker scene. Don't worry about that. Look, I was more of a local player. Played the card house down at Seagulls with a partner. Whether you see that as like we didn't have ways of telling each other what cards we had. We didn't necessarily play together. We just didn't necessarily play against each other either. We did quite well at that. We made some good money. We used to watch Rounders on the way down. We'd plug it up on the DVD player and watch Rounders get pumped up for a night at the tables. And then I got into online because it was more convenient. I missed it because I did a lot of study on body language and facial tics and expressions. So to me, that was wasted in online poker. But then I started to understand other ways of identifying betting patterns for particular players in online poker. And there's a lot more like it's quicker. So you can play a lot more hands per hour. You know, the potential to make money is actually larger in online poker. My best run was like I wasn't a huge money player or anything. I just chipped away. But I made 12,000 US in 8 days, never putting more than $50 at risk. So I was pretty happy with that. I won back-to-back tournaments, weekly tournament. No, one came second in the other with like 550 entrants. It was like a 25 grand guarantee, so $50 each, 500 players. And I came first one week and second the following week. So I cleaned up like 7 grand for the first week off $50 and then 5 grand the second week for the second place. So that was a pretty good run for me. And yeah, I did pretty well in tournament poker. That was really my forte, was waiting other people out, waiting for them to make the mistake. Patience. Conan Clark said, used one of this dude's videos to transfer coins from site to site. Simple, not too much tech geek BS, made my life easy. So there's my first plug, bro. Seriously going to mention you on Bite Size. Oh, thanks, Conan. You're a legend. Oh, was it you that was late? Someone left me some really nice messages. I'm going to have a look on the video here. Where was it? It was you. See? Conan Clark's a nice guy. He wrote, Fish, love you, man. Smart as hell, mate. Poker's an absolute beast. Yes, he is. Quick as a whip and sarcastic as hell. Yeah, he's funny as. Love it. Thanks for your info. Vids, man, keep up the good work. Oh, you're a legend, Conan. Welcome to the chat. Good to meet you live. Thanks for leaving the comments. All right. Nodio said, if IOTA goes to $100, our bags would be huge and we're all going to be living on Hedges Ave fish. Hedges Ave's not really my thing, man. Like, I prefer to be further south because the surf's better down here. You guys have got to see the surf at Cooley in the last couple of days. It's been pumping. So, yeah, this is more my area of the Gold Coast, man, down the southern end. Hedges is nice and all, but I'll stick down the southern end. Oh, Mark G said Rounders is a great movie, even if you don't like poker. I agree, man. But when you're a poker enthusiast, that used to be like we'd watch it a few times a week. I'm serious. Because we'd just watch it like I lived at the central Gold Coast then, so to drive down here to the card houses, which are in New South Wales, because we didn't have them in Queensland. So we had to drive across the border to play. And it was like a 40-minute drive down to Seagulls. And yeah, we'd chuck on that movie. One of us would drive, the other one chuck on the movie. Yeah, Nodio, that's where Monaco Street's my grandmother and my sister live in Monaco Street up there at Broadbeach Waters. So yeah, that's another fancy part of the Gold Coast. Fish moved away from that nonsense, came down to the good old tweed heads, became one of the tweed breed. TV show Billions, created by same guy who wrote Rounders. Great show. Oh, really cool. I haven't seen it. Haven't seen the actual TV show. Let's have a look how the market's trending. See if we've got any recoveries spurred on by Fish and maybe Bite Size Bitcoin. I hear it's got some followers. It's looking pretty good. 582 billion. It's come back really strong, like much stronger than I expected, with more ferocity than I expected, considering the shakeout of confidence that would have occurred during what was a considerable retracement in the overall market cap. Conan Clark said, "I'm married." Just saying. Laugh out loud. You're killer. You didn't say what the cards. Just had this toe tapping secret lingo, eh? Oh no, this is for me and my mate who played. No, we played a lot together. When I found him, he was playing in pub tournaments, learning how to play, and the guys who were teaching him said, "Oh, all this physical tell stuff is just garbage and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Man, you need to get better people teaching you, because I can teach you like 10 things straight away that work. Provided you can't just do it by one tell. You've got to combine things and learn about the player over time. But point is, physical tells are a huge part of it. And these guys were saying that it had nothing to do with it and it was all for Hollywood. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Fisho, have a go. Baccarat was up. Oh, you had a go? Was upstairs at Jupiter's a while back. Well, I walked in and had 3 60K bets in 4 minutes. Yeah, man, it's insane. I've seen some huge bets as well. Like in Sri Lanka, the casinos over there, they don't allow, they're purely set up for the foreigners. So it's like, we won't allow our people to gamble because it's destructive. But if you want to come from another country and lose all your money, we've got no problem with that. So they've got casinos that are set up for foreigners, and it's actually a huge part of tourism in Sri Lanka because people come from Pakistan and India and places where they're traditionally not allowed to gamble. And because they're now a foreigner in Sri Lanka, they're allowed to walk into casinos and gamble. And some of the big guys, like they will reserve entire tables for that one person. They don't have a high rollers room in most of them, in most of the casinos like they do in Australia. So the high rollers are playing amongst the general population, but they usually get a table reserved. And the amount of money I saw being laid down in some of those casinos in Sri Lanka was far bigger than 3 by $60,000 bets. Talking guys putting down $200,000 a spin on a roulette table, just covering numbers. Oh, you're off with opposite coffee sisters. No joke, Nadia. No joke. It's one of my sister's favorite places. Damn, XCT up 170% on Cryptopia over the last 24 hours. Wish I was on that train. What's XCT? Let's have a look. Brings us back onto crypto chat. CBIT XCT. I got no idea what it is. It is up 170%, roughly. It has that's a massive pump. What's going on there? This thing launched in March of 2016. March 2016. What is causing this pump all of a sudden? That unless there's significant news out, I'd be wary of it, if I'm being honest. Unless it's just been like really, really sleeping somehow with super impressive technology. But I don't know. That just looks suspicious to me. That it's slept since 2016, which is a long time in this economy. Have a look at the graph. That just looks sus to me. I wouldn't be looking to jump on the back of that parabolic growth at the any stage, but that is super parabolic after a super flat line, which just has me scratching the old noggin. So unless anyone's got some news to justify that massive price rise, go and do your research. If you find any news, fine. But if you don't, just be a little bit careful buying into that sort of thing. BP said, it's a fish, more like a whale. No, not quite me, mate. Got a few whales in the crypto wave investment crew for sure. But no, I certainly wouldn't be classified as a whale in this economy. Oh, this is this gambler at the casino. He said he won his first 2, made me look like my little $500. Lost the last. He walked off 60K up. That would have dropped later. Yeah, man. That's it. You don't win at casinos, not unless you're an accomplished poker player or you were card counting. or you've spent the time to actually learn how to roll the dice for craps, which you can do, but I'm talking hours upon hours upon hours of training. So yeah, card counting's easy, but most of the casinos these days have introduced automatic shufflers, so that the cards are shuffled back into the deck every time, which resets the odds back into the casino's favour. So you cannot card count. So that's disappointing because card counting's not that hard. I don't know how we've got onto this. Simon GTA, look at Telcoin Fish, currently listed on KuCoin Exchange since 15th of January. Possible to get in on the ground floor now. Simon GTA, sounds like a great suggestion. Let's have a look at a coin for today. Telcoin. It's one that's been mentioned a few times, Simon, in our chat. So it's good to have a look at it for the day. Make it our coin for the day. Let me just make sure I can find it on CoinMarketCap. So we can go through our usual. Yep, here it is, TEL being the trade symbol. Right, bringing you over to screen share now. Thanks for getting us back onto crypto chat. We can get off topic on this show. It's more of a variety show than just a crypto chat show. Anyway, screen share. Successfully screen shared and not left his face there while talking about stuff that he thinks you can all see. Telcoin, trade symbol TEL. Current price is about 3/4 cent. It's up 58.36% in the last 24 hours with an overall market cap of $148 million and change. 24-hour volume is well over 10% of the market cap at 16.6 million. Circulating supply of 20 billion TEL with an overall total supply of 100 billion TEL. So large circulating supply, which is why we see this low per unit cost, as we know. Okay, fairly recent coin, introduced only January 15, as pointed out by, who was it again? Simon. Good on you, Simon. Simon GTA. All right, so fairly new coin. It's got nice early growth patterns without going stupid parabolic. Stupid parabolic, super parabolic, whatever you want to call it. Parabolia. It hasn't really experienced that. Well, it has here, but it had its correction from there, and it's seen a little bit of up and down since then, looking like it's getting on a more sustainable growth pattern just in the last day or two. That's nice to see. So yeah, looks okay. Now let's have a look at the actual value proposition of this coin. Telcoin. Financial inclusion for a mobile world. A cryptocurrency distributed by your mobile operator and accepted everywhere. Fantastic. Introducing Telcoin, our mobile cryptocurrency solution. Telcoin is focused on connecting with mobile networks globally, enabling easy conversion between telecom, mobile money, prepaid credit, and postpaid billing platforms. That's pretty cool. Issued by telecom operators, Telcoin will be exclusively distributed by GSMA mobile network operators. It's going to be available worldwide. By partnering with telcos, we are bringing Telcoin to 5 billion mobile users. Built on a solid foundation, leveraging the Ethereum blockchain, Telcoin inherits the strength of a trusted network. Yep, so it's a ERC20. That's self-explanatory when it's based on Ethereum. Our model is simple. We distribute Telcoin to mobile networks according to the incentive model below, and they will sell it to their subscribers. Telcoin issuance to telcos will occur at a rate of 5% annually for a period of 10 years following the ICO. It's pretty clever. I don't mind it. I don't mind that distribution strategy. Putting it out to the actual telcos and saying, well, we've given you something. Now it's essentially your job to to get value for that. Incentivized adoption. Connecting to Telcoin will make an operator immediately qualified to receive continuous Telcoin issuance. Network with more Telcoin exchange traffic will receive more. That's clever. Flexible telco API. The Telcoin pricing will exchange API. Pricing and exchange API allows interaction with mobile network in prepaid platforms. Postpaid. I don't mind the look of this thing, guys. I got to tell you. So far, SMS wallet agnostic. We will immediately offer the 10x wallet, really, but we'll also help telecoms relay. Is this actually verified that they've already partnered with 10x? That's interesting. Telcoin wallets will cooperate with any operator, proprietary or third-party wallets. Truly mobile friendly. Telcoin is designed to be fully integrated with your mobile spending habits, including international remittance, online payments, mobile credit top-ups, and ad hoc transfers. Reimagining remittance on the blockchain, Telcoin will initially focus on the remittance markets, currently dominated by large players like Western Union. Yeah, they're pricks. They can piss off. Sorry. Yeah, it's pretty cool. International remittances is something that I'm really, really interested in because I can't stand companies like Western Unions that like literally set up to rip off the developing countries, the developing world. Yeah, cool. It seems interesting. Newsroom. There we go. Here's the team. Just having a look. Sorry, I should be reading this as I go. Sorry, not keeping it to myself. Paul Neuner, co-founder and chairman, 12 years in the telecom space, founded Mobius, fraud management solution used by Vion Audio or Orido. Oh, I don't know any of those names. Sorry. Okay, they got a lead developer. He looks young enough for the part. Most lead developers do. Adam Carl. Name Bulgazi. Yassin Farouk. Cool. Regional manager in Africa is Leanne Cassie. Looks like a reasonably solid team. Have to go check out the individuals. Huh. Toby's an advisor. Don't know. Wonder how involved he is. I'd say he's pretty busy over at 10x. They've got a plethora of things that they have to get through to, to really promote the 10x payment platform as a viable solution going forward into 2018. Cool. Yeah, it looks interesting. I'd have to go and read the white paper. But yeah, man, I don't mind it, eh? That's available on KuCoin, right? Yeah, well, if that's available on KuCoin, I think you should definitely consider using my referral link, which is in the description if you feel like you're going to purchase it. I haven't had a good enough look at it to decide whether I'm going to go for it, but it looks interesting on the face of it, just to start with. So cool one. There goes our quick look at a coin for today. But yeah, that looks interesting. I'd heard a bit about it, so I'm glad I finally had a chance to have a look at it. Oh, Floyd, so did I. Floyd used to play poker back in the day when internet was still on dial-up. Yeah, so did I, man. BP said, I'm the worst poker player. I can't win. I literally can't win. BP, play less cards, less often, my friend. It's like internet poker, you can be successful pretty much just by playing statistics. So if you start with a higher ranked hand, you've got a higher statistical chance of winning that hand, right? Especially tournament poker. Tournament poker is not so much about pot odds, guys. A lot of people make that mistake about playing pot odds in tournament poker. Your objective in tournament poker is to get your chips as far through that tournament as you can and possibly to winning all of them if you can. But that's your objective is not like if you take on something at you've got a chance to 3x on the pot, but you've only got a 40% chance of winning it. I don't advise that move in tournament poker because 60% of the time you're knocked out and you're gone. Like if it's for all, I'm talking all in situations here. That's not an advisable situation. Not in my experience. I prefer to wait for where I've got the 60% chance of staying in, and maybe I'm only getting 2-1 on my money, but I'm beating the statistically, I'm beating that still. So I think of poker in tournament poker as a war of attrition. That's the way I like to see it. You got to wait for them to make the mistake. It only takes one big hand to take all those. I don't want to go too much into poker, but yes, if you want to be better, most players are overplaying. They're playing too many hands too often. Play position. I don't know if this is like trends do change in poker, but I find some things just are true, and position is super important. It allows you to act after the player. Like, it's an advantage to act second in poker, to respond to how a player's reacted before you, because they're giving away information before you are. So get yourself into positions like on the button where you're going to be playing second often, and that's when you can make your higher risk plays, I guess. As you get into those first positions, you've got to be playing really, really strengthy cards, really strong cards to come out of the bat with a raise. Because if you're playing on a 10-handed table and you pull like an ace-10, it's the odds that someone is going to be paired up or better, stronger than that, are so high that it's really not worth running from that position, in my opinion. There you go. How did we get onto that? I haven't played poker in years, by the way, so I would be a little bit rusty. What do you think of ad shares? Another one of those high risk, high gains. Yeah, I think there's going to be. Did I have a look at ad shares? No, ad bank was one I had a look at. Ad bank was one I had a look at. Sorry, I haven't had a look at ad shares. There's a lot coming in. I'm assuming that's, again, going into that decentralized marketing space, and there's a lot of competition coming into that space. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins out in 2018. Or who positions themselves well in that race over 2018. I haven't had a look at ad shares, though. I'm sorry about that. Oh, really? Nodio said, check out those clowns on JR Garage. They've pumped that coin with their underage subs. Well, that's just irresponsible. And the boys from JR Garage should perhaps stick to what they're good at in cars. NZ Street Beats, massive pump somewhere. Just wish I was on the train. I never wish like that, man. If I want to go and make quick bloody gains, I can go and play poker for starters. I'm more into the long term. It's half the fun is the battle, right? Can't be too easy. It's no satisfaction, man. Wrenchy Plant said I'm a minnow. So am I. Kyle Mosley, One Chain news. I've got none at this stage. The only news I had was One Chain. No, I didn't. Sorry, I was thinking of Walton Coin. Waiting on Chinese New Year for Moonshoot rocket. So you've got that coming up, and also the bonuses for the bankers, the Wall Street boys and girls, coming at the end of this month, I believe. So yeah, it could be hopefully some of that come into crypto as speculative investment. I think particularly from the investment sector, from the banking and finance sector and the Wall Street guys who get their bonuses, guys and girls, I think they could look to go into a high risk, high reward category with that bonus money, which crypto's definitely in. I'm a whale. We can all be whales if we want to identify as whales. Yeah, it's all relative, isn't it? Splash subs. What's up, Elysium Core? Nice dolphin. Love dolphins. Do you take your own dice for craps? No, not you. Have you ever used the wallet investor site? They have cool crypto price forecasts done by their algorithm. No, I've never used it. Shaquille Ahmed, thanks for the heads up. I'll check it out. I like to use my own algorithms. Fibonacci sequence, bit of Ethercept wave theory, touched with some Smithonomics. 326 shufflers can be counted. I'm not sure what we're talking about there. Ethos is about to rock the world, and HVN did really well during the dip. HVN Hive network, is that right? HVN. Yeah, Ethos has been, HVN was Hive. We did take a look at that. And also, Ethos is getting a lot more news, but a lot more talk around it. Geez, there's the ferocity of the shilling is quite intense with the Ethos, so it's going to beat Coinbase, and I don't know. Like I love when people are enthusiastic about a project. What I don't like is when people I don't know. It's not. I'm not saying you are BP. I'm just saying in general that the shilling coming out on the Ethos coin is pretty intense, and somewhat loses its validity when it's put like that. Antagnio, the mothers are not even in crypto, but are talking about Ethos. There we go. Ethos is telling me on Binance it's listed as BQX, but other places it's Ethos. Same thing happened with Ant Shares for a while, Antagnio, when Ant Shares rebranded to Neo. It got listed differently on two different like different exchanges for a while. If you like poker, same guy who did Rounders TV did a TV series about poker starring Michael Madsen. He had real poker stars guesting every week. Only ran one season way back. Cool. I look at Fish talking poker. I may enter the WSOP this year with crypto profits. Ethercept, my dad is a huge poker fan. He's a terrible player. Sorry, Dad, but you are shit ass. Like, just absolute fish. For anyone who wants to take some money off someone, my old man does not pay attention when he plays. Like, he's sitting there, he has a screen running, he's doing emails. I'm like, Dad, if you want to be successful at poker, it's about paying attention, because they're stuffing around and they're playing poker on the side. So you pay attention, you pick up their very, very obvious betting patterns, because they're doing exactly the same thing every time, and you take them to school. And I said, and that's what people are doing to you. Dad goes, I don't care, I just play for the entertainment. But his bucket list item is still to go to the World Series of Poker. So I might have to shout him a ticket in that. He's 71 years old, and provided it doesn't give him a heart attack, I think it would be a fantastic experience for him. He loves the game. That's the thing. Notio, so all in, holding a 2-7 off-suited, good call. Absolutely, mate. Highest statistical hand in poker, I believe, 2-7 offset, is it not? Yeah, that's true. Ether said you can use playing first as a you know, being first to fire out can be very intimidating as well. So you can use different positions differently in poker. But Ethercept said, unless even the player acting before you doesn't know why he is doing what he is doing, or she, it happens so often, man. You cannot account for dumb luck at poker tables, especially when you're playing at casinos or anywhere really. You don't know that person's ability. Half the time they're playing for the first time, they have no idea what they're doing, and they will play a 2-7 offsuit and catch 2 2s and a 7. You're sitting there just going, what happened? Survival, chip in a chair, exactly. Kane and Clark. Exactly, chip in a chair, man. Tournament poker. Your man of war. I played a tourney the other night, 9 hours to finish 4th. Fling war of attrition for sure. Yeah, I played 16 hours to finish, or 14 hours, and missed my next day of work because I didn't realise the tournament was going to take so long to finish. I was top 10 or top 12. I can't remember. Maybe it was top 20. But I got good payout for, like, there was a substantial amount of people in that tournament. Like, I had no idea it takes so long. So, yeah, that's another thing. Like, be realistic about the games you're playing. Be realistic about the time that you have put aside for the poker. My dad never does it. He will have something to do in 2 hours and go, oh, I might just start a poker game. I'm like, Dad, that tournament will take a minimum of 6 hours. Minimum. And he's like, oh, it's all right. And then he'll ring me and go, oh, can you take over this poker game for me? And I'll be like, no, I don't play anymore, Dad. So, no. Bad luck. You should budget your time better. Anyway, off poker again. If decentralized exchanges take off, wouldn't it inverse affect coins like Binance and KuCoins, etc.? Yes, absolutely, Mark G. Not necessarily. So you've got to remember that decentralized exchanges can take off with just simply a growing amount of US dollars or investment capital coming into the space. So it doesn't necessarily have to drain from KuCoin shares or Binance. That's the thing. Those exchanges are quite capable of increasing trade volumes at the same time as the volumes increase through the market as a whole, leaving room for new players to come into the exchange market without actually taking away from the current markets, like the amount of dollars that they're turning over. So that's certainly possible. I think it'll, it will dilute the overall pool, but I think the overall pool is going to get bigger. So I think that Binance and KuCoin are still going to have a place. And the other thing is that, as I've suggested previously, these guys have been in business now for a little while. Not so much KuCoin shares, but Binance have. And by the time the decentralized exchanges are doing their ICOs and getting released on market, they're going to have a lot of catching up to do with companies that have been established and experienced in this space. So we'll see what happens, man. I'd say the major thing that can actually affect the value of the exchange shares is this the taxation laws that have come out that are essentially going to be taxing every trade. that's what will affect volume through the exchanges, because your incentive to trade is massively reduced if you're going to have to pay tax on any gains. It means that you're going to have to be an exceptional trader to make it work. One chain news: there is talk online that they have a partnership with QSP, Quantstamp, along with a number of other blockchain projects. I'm getting more and more bullish on Quantstamp. Really like it. Oh yeah, no, I know that. No, yeah, I'm well aware of that. Doyle Brunson was past 71 when he was winning world titles. Yeah, no, well, maybe not when he was winning world championships. I don't know how old he was when he won that. When he won three, didn't he? Three or four. Um, but yes, my old man is a baby compared to him. But the thing is, my old man's going to be a nightmare for people, like for professionals in a real life game, because he shakes. He's got a hand tremor, so he shakes really, really badly. So it's not a tell. He just shakes like crazy. So he might put a few people off with that. Ethercept said 71. That would be great. This year, 2018 would be so funny if your pop surprised you and made more at World Series of Poker than both of us in crypto laugh out loud. He could. I mean, he's patient enough when he's in the game. When he's in real, like he's not. My father's. Oh, don't let him say this, but he is relatively intelligent. So when he's actually focused and not just doing it on the side of doing his emails for work or whatever, or watching TV while he plays, when he is focused and he's in the game, which is going to happen when you're live, he knows how to play. He's not completely useless. Anyway, let's get off poker talk. What is possible negative of being decentralized exchange? Is there any? BP, less accountability, I guess. Like, who do you blame if something goes wrong on the exchange? If the exchange gets hacked or something like that, who's to blame? Like, there's accountability in having a centralized organization. Also, I think you're going to find customer service, because they're charging a fee and they have employees. They're more likely to have better customer service, or they have more resources to provide better customer service in centralized exchanges. They also have more resources to offer better rewards and promotions within their exchange. So there's probably not so much the negatives of a decentralized exchange, but the positives that the centralized exchanges will still have. Binance have planned a roadmap that is to become a decentralized exchange. That's impressive. Thank you, Chair. Good information as always from the founder of the Crypto Wave Investment Crew. It sounds all good and wonderful, but I wonder if there will be unintended consequences. It definitely potential. BP said, I want 3-factor authentication, which includes iris or thumb scan personally. Yeah, I mean, I think you can't be too secure with this stuff, guys. That's a good point that BP brings up. Security is super important in the crypto economy. Cybersecurity is something I've only just had to learn more and more about because of the risks of not doing that. So yeah, please do educate yourself on being secure in the crypto economy, and don't keep your private keys on emails. A la Trevon James, who reckons he lost $1 million after leaving his private keys on emails. And no offense, Data Dash, you're actually a good guy, unlike Trevon, who seems like a tool. Yeah, Data Dash locked up like 300,000 sub. I don't know if he's got that yet. So yeah, please make sure your security's good. Mark G said Leafs and the Flyers are 0-0 after the first period. Thank you, Mark G. BP said, I also want DNA blood sample, and we also need saliva test and also hair test. Nope, I'm not doing that. Yeah, cool. Conan will do. Paper wallet can do, man. I'm going to print out some paper PIV anyway, because we're going to be starting to run a promotion with the Crypto Wave Investment Crew combined with PIVX. International promotion, actually. It's going to be a lot of fun, but to do that, I'm going to need to print out some paper PIV so I can do that. There is actually a website that allows you to put cryptocurrency into paper. Oh, actually, I think that might just be for PIVX, but anyway, I'll show you how to do that part anyway. Trevon James admitted he was bullshitting. Is that what you're saying, BB Junkie? Yeah. Well, I saw a video of his yesterday where he basically, like, I've never actually watched a Trevon James video before, but I thought, oh, I'm going to see what he has to say about this whole Big Connect crashing thing. And he's blaming the bloody viewers. He's saying, well, if you sold, it's your fault. You've lost because you sold. And I was like, whoa, dude, just admit that it's over. Like the only way that, like, if there's been some recent action in the Bitcoin price, Big Connect price to drive it back up a little bit. But I mean, in my opinion, that's going to be A, speculation, B, diehard big connectors who have drunken the Kool-Aid and will flog the thing until they die. And potentially Big Connect X ICO money that's being brought into the Big Connect ecosystem. I can definitely see that being the case. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Trevon, and he threatened, him and his mate threatened Doug Polk, and that just seems ridiculous. I mean, we're not children. Let's be a little bit mature about this. You're involved in a Ponzi scheme, a pyramid scheme. You're at the top of it. A lot of people have lost money. Don't put it back on them. That's bullshit. I got to get my coins off of Cryptopia. I'm an idiot. I know. Yeah, it's good to have them in a wallet if you can, man. Especially if you're bag holding. If you're trading them, you've got you can't do anything. You've got to keep them on an exchange. Maybe Trevon's loss might have been to avoid taxes and move profits gained from failing Ponzi into a secret account. Could be. I don't think he's bright enough for that, to be honest, Seb. I've watched some of his videos. Well, I've watched one of his videos. Naughty-o. I had to have a moment's silence this morning after seeing Ripple CEO was down $44 billion after his bank coin had a small drop of $3.80 down to $1.50. A little tear. Can we have a moment of silence? Naughty-o, I'd love to. A moment of silence for the most centralized crypto in the economy. There's the moment. All right. Trevon is one slick mofo. I don't agree. I mean, when I was watching his videos this morning, or yesterday, whenever I was watching it, his bottom lip was shaking when he was talking, especially about things that he clearly had no idea about. There was no confidence there at all. So to the untrained, he might seem slick, but go and watch the video. Go and watch his latest video and watch his bottom lip shake. There you go. I had to have a oh, no, sorry, I already read that one. Should I invest in BitConnect BP? Absolutely. Go and spend all your money there. I have an affiliate link in the description. I'm joking. Don't put your money in any of that garbage. You're literally better off putting it in a slot machine, because the slot machine, you do actually have a chance of cashing out. Even if it's minuscule. Mark G, Conan Clark, me the same. Not Cryptopia, but others. Noobs need to study wallets and cold stories as much as they study the market. I haven't. No horror story yet for me, but it is possible. I think that's a really good point, Mark G. Is, you know, before you dream of making your millions, how about making sure that you know how to keep those millions secure? It's a good point. Zhao's still flogging Better Connect, his own coin that he's launching soon. He's joking, of course. NZ Street Beat said, I tweeted to Trevon last night, told him about to get the shank. He didn't respond. Yeah, I'd say he's getting a few threats, man. Seb said Trevon is a joke. I got to agree, man. He doesn't. Do you know he was actually suggesting that it's not all over because the coin could undergo a rebranding and you don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm like, rebranding is not going to save this thing that you've created, Trevon. Stop. Just tell people it's over and say, I was an idiot. I stuffed up. I didn't know any better because I was speaking about things that I didn't have the intelligence to comprehend. But at least take that road. Plead ignorance. Then you'll get... You know what was absolutely disturbing to me, though? Like, really disturbing. From a person... I often do not understand the world in which we live. Simple as that. I constantly am confused by the world. And this was compounded yesterday when I was looking at the comments on that video, and everyone's like, "Yeah, you're the man, Trevon. Yeah, way to do it. Doing it with so much class and respect, and mad respect for you." I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" Sorry for swearing. I know I don't drop the F bomb too often, but you've got to be kidding me, right? No, apparently not. Apparently, 170,000 people love him and still love him. Weird. Ethercept just ordered a few Trezor and Ledger Nano S to start using them personally and with our Alpha app. Cool. Oh, looking forward to it, Ethercept. And also, PIVX have got a new video out. PIVX Express, I think it might have been on PIVX Class. I can't remember. It's on one of the PIVX channels. I'm subscribed to both of them. Check it out. How to move your PIV onto Ledger Nano S. So really helpful video I made there. Get in and have a look at it. Okay, let's have a look. Gary DeMarlo said he made a new video, and his new one is, you're kidding, Devor coin, so stay away from it. He disabled comments on the one today, ha ha ha. Beach Bum Investor, I wouldn't underestimate how cunning scammers can be. They know exactly what they're doing. Yeah, he's slimy, I agree. I don't know, man. Like, I get the feeling with him there's actually at least like a tinge of ignorance in there. It's possible that he does know everything that's up. But anyway, Floyd, Ethercept, you got anything for me to read yet? You know it takes me longer than everyone else. Floyd, funny. Phones need to start being designed differently, though, with a segregated hardware wallet built in. Even the safe storage that phones currently have isn't the best for crypto holdings. That's a really interesting point, Ethercept. I haven't heard anyone looking to tackle that issue yet. So that's interesting. NZ Straight Bait said, "What's wrong with Cryptopia? I hold my BTC there, man. I've never had a problem with Cryptopia. I've found them to be a pretty good site. I got to say that the fees are reasonable, the transfers in are quick, the transfers out are quick and reasonable fees. I don't mind Cryptopia. I know it's not everyone's favorite exchange, but I don't mind it. I've never had any problems with using it. It can be a little bit like slow. It doesn't seem as it's running as fast as the other sites, but I find it reliable. That's just from my experience. Please make your own decisions, even when choosing which exchanges to use in the crypto economy. Make sure you do your own due diligence." 17 pager first. Cool. Yeah, sweet. I'm looking forward to it, Ethercept. I can't wait to see all this stuff you've been working on, man. I know D's going to be frothing too. So what did Trevon say? If he talks about things he knew about with crypto, would be a long, quiet 30 seconds. Yeah, man. He said he said that, coins go through rebrandings and that, yeah. Yeah, exactly, BP. I had the same response. I was so confused by this comment. And you know what he referred to? He referred to Dash. He said, you look at Dash's success after their rebranding from dark web, dark coin. They've gone to, this massive valuation. I'm like, are you kidding me, Trevon? That's because Dash is a sustainable model. That's because Dash doesn't represent a Ponzi scheme. Just admit it and move on. Trevon has 2.5 million still. He bought into Steam large, stupid enough to post it online. He's back blogging already. He's effed up. Conan Clark, I couldn't agree with you more, man. Crypto Gnome, Doug Polk ripped into him pretty hard today. Oh, did he? Has he got another video? Or was it the one from yesterday? I don't know, but I think, guys, I was looking forward to Doug Polk's video regarding the BitConnect collapse because I actually said it on yesterday's stream, and this is before he released it. You can check the time things. I said, I think he'll be responsible with this. I think he'll have some fun with it because that's his style, but I think he'll be aware of the greater impact. And to me, down to a T, man's got class. He does. He's funny and he swears a bit, but he's got class because he could have jumped around in front of a camera screaming about how right he was, and he certainly didn't take that approach. So yeah, if he's got another video out, I'll definitely be taking a look at it. Ethercept said, not trying to hijack the show. You're welcome to, Ethercept. But we haven't made public the connect. Oh, okay. I won't make the information public until you're ready. 20 grand on websites. Yeah, man. We spent 5 grand Ethercept on our project just to secure the domains and stuff. It's not cheap, hey? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I hear you. We did similar sorts of things. Notio said you can buy Piggy Coin on Cryptopia. That's cool. I haven't looked into Piggy Coin. Conan Clark, you've got more cash to lose than me, obviously. Well, not me. Oh, no, I only hold it there for trading, Conan. I don't actually hold it there as such, man. That's just one of the accounts I trade in. So I don't hold coins on exchanges. I hold coins in wallets. It's just my trading capital is, it's constantly being traded. So I just move off the profits into the wallets as I get profit, but I've always got something sitting on exchanges, pretty much. Something, not, 20% of my overall portfolio because I have to trade. Mark G said, instead of leaving the first word blank on you 24-word nano seed, write down a fake word. That way a thief will burn at least one attempt of the 3. That's an interesting little tip. It's Kev Hutton. Where's Kev? Ah, there he is. Kev, hey Fish, I feel like there's going to be another dip. So do I, man. Spoke to Wilkie, he said as well. And so did Ethercept. So we've all got that gut feeling. There's no real reason for it. It just seems that the whole economy's uncertain at the moment, and a little whisper of anything detrimental to our economy could see us sliding again for sure. I'll take a look in a second, guys, and see how we're trending again. Crypto K's in. What's going on, Crypto K? Crypto K sells everything. I sold low. I sold all my BTC at 9,800. Yeah, but Crypto K, you say you sold low, but I've known you for ages, so I know you bought it cheaper than that. So. NZ Street Beats has asked for an explanation of why holding BTC on Cryptopia is so ballsy. Yes, we're not referring to Cryptopia specifically. NZ Street Beats, we're referring to exchanges in general, because exchanges are a big honeypot, a central point that can be attacked by hackers, right? Hey, Alfred. How's it going? Are you excited about the One Chain release? Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited about this. I think One Chain. One Chain's been very, very heavily anticipated. I think it's going to be interesting to see. When is it, man? When's that actual release coming up? I had read up on it, but I'm waiting on so many like mainnet releases and coin releases and ICO dates that one date can tend to get confused with another in my mind. So off the top of my head, I don't know when that's coming, but yeah, definitely looking forward to it, because it's it's an anticipated, a weighted coin to hit market. And I always find it interesting to see how they react, how the market reacts to that. Usually it's heavy FOMO followed by massive dumping of people dumping whatever shares they got at ICO and bonuses, followed by a steady incline if it's a good coin. I've seen that pattern repeat so many times. It's like the FOMO off the bat, if you're quick enough to move it to that exchange and have it ready, is real. People pay like ridiculous X on it for the first time. Usually not a lot of volume, but you'll get a few people who are FOMOing the crap out of it. So that's when you can really clean up. And then inevitably it crashes down as everyone goes, oh, could have sold it for 5. Now I can sell it for 4, 3, 2. Oh, I'm still up. I want to take some cash. Bang. And then confidence restores and it slowly goes on its way again. But I find it super volatile when they first hit market, which is really, really interesting times to watch. Conan Clark said Poke's one of the best, absolutely. Yeah, I think he is good, man. And the other thing is he said he's not going to take any jobs with coins like Fish has. I hope that doesn't make me a dickhead. Like, I'll try and be responsible with my shilling of the best crypto in the world. For those of you interested, PIVX. Okay, that wasn't responsible at all. But my point is that, yes, Poke doesn't have any official affiliations with coins. So he will only shield the coins that he owns to make himself profit that way. I'm joking. He seems to be one of the more unbiased reporters of cryptocurrency. Need a new used car on a 6K max budget. What's good? Someone totaled my 2011 Hyundai with 43 miles on it. Really? Got a 43,000 miles on it. Okay, cool. Got a 10K check from insurance. Nice. I would probably put that into electric skateboards, which is what I'm riding at the moment. So much better. I think my petrol consumption is literally down to like one tank every 6 months because I just go everywhere on my electric skateboard now. Oh, altcoin M, that's very kind of you. Doug Polk's channel is the second best in crypto after this channel. Yeah, I mean, everyone's always looking for low market cap coins to follow. This is a low subscriber cap channel to follow. It's undiscovered, but has the best potential for growth in 2018. All right, mucking around. Also, Cryptopia has Titcoin. It is quite ingenious. It's like a novel coin as a joke. Very low supply, and it actually has risen. Maybe we could use it as the new Tether. The other one is, guys, please excuse me if you're offended by foul language. This is not my fault. This is what they called the token. It's called fuck token. Now, fuck token is all about the idea of giving a fuck. So it's an interesting idea. It's had some gains recently. I'm going to let you in a little secret. D has fuck token. You wouldn't put the two together, right? But D cracked up when she read it. She loved the memes. And so she bought a little bit of fuck token to give a fuck. Okay, enough swearing now. I was only allowed to do that because it was the name of the token. What did you say? Fish said honeypot in the right context of computer security. Yeah, man. I know I'm gonna have to stop saying I don't know computers. You know me though, like I'm obsessive. So if I feel like I'm really underdone in the space I'm in, I'm gonna have to catch up. And I've tried, with a lot of help from my friends, mentoring me at PIVX and helping me through the space, and a lot of you guys who have helped me to understand a bit more about the technical side as well. I've seen a couple of YouTubers who don't go live recently trying the live stuff and then fumbling around at the start of the show. I'm like, come on, rookies, get it sorted out. It's easy. You just put the start broadcast button, you have your tabs ready to go, and away you go. Oh, fish the expert now. I'm being totally cheeky, of course. Alfred said, mainnet today, token swap soon, exchange coming any day, probably end of next week. Which one are we talking about, Alfred? Alfred. Not sure which one you're talking about, man. Sorry, I missed that. Ethercept said 36 watching, 24 likes. That's a pretty good ratio. I'm stoked with that. Nice one, guys. Well done. No dislikes yet. Come on. Someone must be pissed off with what I'm saying. Jao said you wouldn't believe the coins I had when I started in the economy. That's it, man. Anybody looked at Fidentia X. Got it on costs. Newish listing, decentralized insurance. Haven't calculated circulating supply yet. Interesting, giving 3 cultivator. I'd find it hard to do any maths on the value without the circulating supply being known, though. No, Cryptopia is not under fire. NZ Street Beats. Yeah, just to clarify. I'm coming back to live chats, guys. I realize I'm responding to stuff from a while ago. But yeah, no, definitely not anything specific with Cryptopia, just exchanges in general. It is safer to keep your coins off those exchanges where possible. Alfred says, buy the panic, sell the FOMO. Very, very, very good advice from Alfred, and something that I've echoed many times on this channel, saying that every time people are FOMOing, it might be time to take a little bit of your profits. So I think that's great advice. Ethercept said, PIVX with a big muscle. I agree. Titcoin is actually for the adult entertainment industry. Don't think JR Garage are old enough to pump that one. Yeah, man. Cool. I don't know how like crypto and the adult entertainment industry is going to be overlaid exactly. I'm not sure that there's a specific need for that use case, but I'll go and have a look at it, see what happens. Because I can clickbait it by doing, Titcoin and fuck token as my title. Heaps of people click on that. We drink Petro here in Texas. Yeah, crypto, okay, sure do. Live off that stuff. We just eat We just eat coal in Australia. That's our big windfall. Chikai, your thoughts on EDO? It's a multi-currency wallet. I haven't looked at it specifically, but I think it's going to be a massively growing sector within the crypto economy through 2018. Chikai, lots of demand for this, man. Lots of demand. People want a multi-wallet where they can keep a majority of their coins in one easy to access, safe central point. So I think it's going to be a growing market, man. I haven't had a look at EDO specifically. Ha ha ha, nice. I have to drive so much. I'm looking at an electric board. Yeah, man. I love the electric skatey. I've gotten used to it now. The problem is I've gotten too used to it and I feel like I'm becoming overconfident on it, and that's going to end in pain soon. But for the moment, it's a lot of fun. BP's bullish on sex coin. There's a joke somewhere in that sentence. Kona Clark said, my wife says I'm silly, but spank chain mooning in 2018. Fish now uses the space bar. Yeah, Crypto K, mate. My tech skills are coming along, no doubt. Oh, dear. Jiao's saying that Trump's afraid of Portugal because they are crazy. I can attest to that. Jiao is crazy. Don't trust him with your money. I'm joking. How high do you think ICX will go after the 24th of Jan? Altcoin M, I think it'll hit back above those $10 marks as the mainnet's proven, and I think it'll run towards $30 as soon as we start seeing those first ICOs released on it. That's sort of rough predictions, man. But long term, I think a lot of people are now starting to predict a lot loftier figures than what I did to come up with the $30. And to be fair, I always said that they were fairly conservative because they're only using Korean money. What do you think about Vibe and the rumors news about a Super Bowl commercial with possible partnership announcement? Ethercept, hadn't heard it, had seen that Vibe had run up again. It's had a volatile old life, man. I bought it down at 16 cents, would you believe? You probably would believe because I spoke about it on this show when I was buying it. Yeah, and it ran up to like $2 and even above $2. And fortunately enough, a good friend of mine, D, was trading for me because I got no idea what I'm doing on Ether Delta. So I said, D, can you just get me some Vibe tokens? I sent her some Ether, and then she said, I'll trade them for you too as well. I said, go on, do your thing. Yeah, so I accumulated a nice little bag of Vibe with very, very little outlay, thanks to getting it at a low price, a low market cap, and D's quite impressive trading skills on what is one of the more misunderstood exchanges in Ether Delta. I didn't skip the comment, man. I'm just dancing around the comments because they're jumping all over the place. Sorry about that. Mr. Anderson33, give you a heads up. AGI Singularity Net tokens were released. Get them cheap on Ether Delta. Thank you, Mr. Anderson33. Of course, cheap is relative to the market cap and how far it's developed into the real world. Please make your own opinion, as Mr. Anderson33 is not a financial advisor, but obviously has fond feelings for AGI Singularity Net tokens. So yeah, guys, if you want to go and check them out, they're available on Ether Delta. Mr. Anderson33, thanks for dropping in the news. Ethercept BTS, good call yesterday. Oh, did you make that call yesterday, did you, Ethercept? BP, I haven't spoken about Populous because it's not one that I heavily researched at any stage. All I knew was like the people in finance were really liking it. I'd never actually really looked into its value proposition. So I can't really speak about Populous, man. Fisho, everyone has needed some lighthearted banter. Market may just hodl until 20 Feb, end of the next futures US announcements, the beginning of the arrival of the masses. Yeah, I think I don't think we've topped out for our highest market cap for 2018. I'm confident we'll get to the trillion this year. I'm confident of that. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Based on world economics, based on the figures that we're seeing, the rate of adoption that's increasing and the rate of acceptance, yeah, I think a trillion's almost on the conservative end of things. We'll see what happens. Guys, I'm probably been on for over an hour, as usual. I'm going to check out for today. If you are investing today, guys, it does look like let me just have a quick look. I want to see which way it's trending. It's been really interesting. But if you are investing today, guys, always remember it's just about keeping it within budget. That's one of the real keys to being a successful investor is keeping it within your budget. You're less likely to make emotional decisions when it's within your budget. Looks pretty good. 576 billion. That's a nice comeback from those lows. See how it goes. Yeah, Rocket, good point. Stock market bonuses are coming, something we've been keeping an eye on. Noddies thinks 2.2 trillion for the end of the year minimum. I won't be surprised by that. I'm just saying, like 1 trillion is fine, right? It's almost 2x from here, and it is new all-time highs, so I'm fine with that. Guys, I suggest you check the Bitcoin North America Miami conference from Xiao. Thanks, man. Stay frosty. Cheer hi to you too, bro. What shall we pump, fish? Noddy, I don't do that game. Go and pump PIVX if you want, mate. No, don't pump PIVX because you can hold it. Don't go pumping and dumping it though. Spank Chain is an adult entertainment coin that'll moon. Sex coin is cute. Small community, decent dev, but Spank is banging. Oh, really? That's your choice of words, given the topic that we're talking about. We'll give entertainers better profits, control of content, and age verification. HVN and Populous are almost the same, but HVN is broader. Thank you. Giving Tree Cultivator said HDN, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. And Noddy said Pack Coin is up. John, Xiao wants us to pump fuck coin. I think you just wanted me to swear again because it's a novelty for you guys to hear me say the F word, isn't it? All right, I'm getting out of here. You can't find AG on Ether Delta, BB Junkie? You'll have to hit up whatever his name was, 33. I don't know. We'll have a look at it in Discord. I'm out. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Oh, shit, no. Google Hangouts again. All right, see ya.